What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flash from ALWT Gaming. I am here with some of the greatest and latest ALWT Cast. On my left, I have Abs 3315. How's it going today, Abs?
Good.
That's good. That's good.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing good. I hear you twice. Just to give you guys a heads up, I do hear you twice.
Boo.
Boo.
No.
We'll figure this out eventually.
It's all good. It's all good. And then also over here, I have, cat a corner from me, I have Gravity Mark II. How's it going today, Gravity?
It's going pretty good. Well, as soon as we figure out this audio situation.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, I have several different aliases, but the latest one is It's the Nine Ball. How's it going today, man?
Doing good. Doing
Awesome.
real good.
Yes. We have a few things to definitely talk about with you guys as far as games that we're currently playing, games that have new updates and updates gaming news, all that good stuff. Before we jump into that, this is our first episode for Anchor. Our first official episode for Anchor. So anybody that is wanting to check us out on Anchor, if you guys can't check out the video portion of it, you guys can check us out on Spotify and all that good stuff through Anchor. And it is pretty much the whole audio version of ALWT Things Gaming. So, and 9 ball is what Mildewy Carrot says. How's it going, Mildewy Carrot? Yeah, so that's that. And the first tip of news we're going to be talking about is none other than Apex. So, what you got for us there, Abs?
Can you still hear me twice?
I don't.
No.
I don't hear you once.
Very good. So, we're going to be talking about new gun that came into Season 6, a new character that came into Season 6, and the new crafting stations that came into Season 6. And this is just my personal take on what I think about them. Some might agree, some might not. But in the gaming community, I have played with some people who gave some of their opinions, so I'm going to make sure to share that as well. Let's start with the new weapon, the ALWT. It's an energy weapon. They brought back the extended energy mags, which is great. It's on all the energy weapons except the L-Star. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the L-Star is still shit, and I don't like it. But that's a different topic. But the Volt, I would compare this, like if an R301, if a flatline, a baby with the R99, that's what the Volt would be. The accuracy is insane. The fire rate's insane. The reload time is insane. I love this gun. I haven't really heard many criticism about it, except those who miss the R99. They're like, I hate the Volt. I miss the R99.
Let me ask you this
Speaking of
real
R99,
quick. I have to ask real fast. Is this like a rare drop, or is this something that that just drops randomly like the R99 used to?
yeah, so the Volt replaced in the normal looting the R99. The R99 got moved to legendary like care package weapons.
Oh, they dropped.
The legendary weapons are now pink instead of like gold. They're pink.
Oh,
Cute. They have Peacekeeper and R99. Peacekeeper I still think is just the same as it was before. Like, not that much. I just don't care for it anymore. I feel like ever since they nerfed that.
One round shotgun, you can put the thing in and reload.
yeah, the choke, yeah, it was before.
Yeah.
But the choke is automatic now with a triple take. That's a separate topic too.
Oh,
But now it's automatic. There is no more picking up a choke. When you pick up a triple take, it has a choke on it.
nice.
Malachi's like, okay.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
The Volt, you need to try out the Volt. I think, Malachi, you will love the Volt as a good replacement for the R99 in the main game. But if you can grab an R99 in game, I haven't yet. I've only tried it out in the firing range. And I've made the distinction that R99 kills you faster, but the Volt has better accuracy. It's harder to control the R99 than the Volt, in my opinion. So if you get really good with the Volt, I would use that over the R99 any day. Also, you cannot pick up light ammo for that R99. It runs out when it runs out. There's like 160 bullets in it. I know, not worth it.
That sucks.
Moving on to the new character.
How much
Unless
damage
you guys
do
have
they?
any questions.
How much damage does the R99 put out now? Does it put out like
If you hit your shots on point, you will the best shield even Eva red shield, you'll down them if you hit all your shots on them or most of your shots on them. But I just think that unless, like, if you're at the end of the game and there's like one gun that you're like, oh, I don't like this gun. Maybe you have a sniper, you've been sniping people. Then you want to switch it out for the R99 and you have a lot of ammo for your other gun, not like a wingman or a pistol of any kind, like an automatic weapon. Then I would pick up that R99 end game. But it runs out fast. You have to make sure you hit your shots with it if you pick it up. Or else you'll just waste all these bullets and not have another gun at the end of the game.
Can you still give yourself a digital threat with the Volt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I'm glad you asked that. You can give yourself a digital threat. Comes with a barrel stabilizer, digital threat, extended energy mag. Reload time, again, is like insanely fast. It's like reloaded.
All right.
I love this gun. I recommend anyone pick up this gun. Beginners especially, pick up this gun. You'll get some kills with it. And then going on to the new character, we have Rampart. I like her personality. I just like that.
She's not a good
She's like, we're going to turn crap into gold. I'm like, yeah.
She's more optimistic than anything.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, fuck everybody, but we'll make something good from it.
Heard that.
Speaking of which, I will say when she was downed, I heard her be like, this guy is in my face. Can somebody please take him out? But I like her a lot because she does have this cool tactical where you can put up this barrier. And I was talking about this with some people earlier that we wish the barrier didn't take so long to go up. What happens is you put up this barrier and there's this little shield that goes around it, kind of like Gibby or Gibraltar style, where this shield goes like horizontal across her barrier. And you can shoot people through it and it doesn't break, and then they shoot at you until they break the shield and then hit you. So you can shoot through it. It's like a little shield, but it takes a while to come up. So we were thinking that, maybe it'd be better if her tactical already threw up the shield right away, and maybe she could use less of it. Because she can use like 4 at a time. But maybe if you could use 2 at a time and have this little shield come up right away, that'd be better. Mm. But otherwise, it takes like 3 or 4 seconds for her shield to come up with her barrier.
They normally are real low in the shootout. Since you're probably dead or something by then, usually in the shootout.
Right? I was thinking the same thing. Like, if you, for those who play Warzone, those deploy covers, that's what it reminds me of. It's like a cover, but there's like this space of a wall that takes like 3 to 4 seconds to deploy a shield. I'm thinking if you deploy the shield right away, it'd be a lot better, and maybe not let her use it 4 times before it has to recharge, just to be able to use it 1 or 2 times, and it immediately gives you shield. Because otherwise it takes a few seconds. You can use it 3 to 4 times before it recharges. It's good to put on doors. It's good to annoy people with, because you can put it on doors, shoot through the door, and they can't shoot you. And her ultimate is a Rampart gun. It is this extreme, it has a laser on it, so you can aim super far away. It's great to take people out in fields. But the only con is you are super vulnerable on it. Very, very vulnerable. You get on this, minigun, or I don't even know if it's a minigun, correct me if I'm wrong. It's called a Rampart. And you can just laser people with it. I actually got a good clip about it. I lasered a squad with it. But then after that, I died pretty quick because another squad came in and just, took me out. It's really hard to get off the weapon and on the weapon, so you're very vulnerable. You use your ultimate. But if you can use your ultimate in a good situation, you can just wipe out a squad no problem, especially if they're coming in from the storm, which is great. Oh, Rampart was good. Oh, and the crafting stations.
Yes.
They're good too. The crafting stations are pretty good if you want it. I didn't like them at first, and it's because I was just like, what's the point of using them? You can loot all these places, you have a vault or whatever. I don't understand. Now I'm starting to understand that it's situational. When you need health, you go to a crafting station because they're going to be putting out health every day. Every day they put a new gun in the crafting station that you can craft, and the gun that you can craft, all the optics are in there too that you can craft. So yesterday it was the devotion with the turbocharger. Today it's the longbow with the skull piercer. So you can craft these when you get these like little materials at crafting stations. But you can always craft meds and you can always craft ammo that you need. So I find that beneficial. So no matter what the day's loadout is, even if I hate the gun that you can craft that day, I can always craft my own ammo and I can always craft a med kit if I need it.
Do you have to find like materials to craft, or you just go there?
You have to find materials to craft, but they're around the crafting station. Also, I think if you get kills or something, you might get more added because there have been I'm not sure though. Like I still haven't figured that part out yet because you can pick up like these little, there's always 3 you can pick up in the area of where the crafting replicator is. It's called a replicator. So you pick those up and you get enough to craft like, you know, a gun and maybe an optic for it. But throughout the game, when I'm not using them, I gather a bunch of them and I still haven't figured out how. But I don't know if it's like how long you're surviving or if you've killed people. I'll have to look into that, but I know you can gain them another way. I just don't know how. I have. Like I've gained them without knowing.
So what I'm hearing is if I go ahead and kill a Bangalore, I could take her arm and just craft that into a med kit. That's what I'm
You know what? Maybe when you kill someone and loot their box, you get their crafting stuff.
That sounds.
That's what it might be. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how you can upgrade your shield too because I kept putting in. So what you do is if you want to craft a body shield, it'll say like permanent, like body shield. Have a level 2, I would try and free, and it kept crafting me a level 2, and I'm like, what the heck? Like I don't need that. I just wasted these crafting materials. So apparently, whatever it says to your next Evo is how many crafting materials you need to upgrade it. So if it says like 50 damage to next Evo, like if I'm on a level 3 and I'm this close, like 50 damage away, if I have 50 plus of those crafting materials, I can upgrade it to the best shield in that thing. So it's like you need to spend however many you need left to upgrade it anyways by doing damage. That makes sense. If I need to only do 50 more damage to you, if I have at least 50 of these little crafting materials, can upgrade it. But if I only have like 30 and I still need to do 50 damage and I try to upgrade it, it's just going to craft me the same shield. I'm just going to waste my crafting materials. Makes sense.
So let me ask you this then, before we go ahead and go on to the next segment. Let me ask you this.
Sorry, I spent so much time on this.
No, you're good. You're good. This is what we do. For the new character, do you like her more or less than Haluba? That's the newest character before that.
About it. I like her a little bit more than Loba. I got a lot of kills with Loba too. I like Loba's tactical. I think that her ultimate is super flawed still. I did hear rumors that in season 7 might do more to buff her character. I'm hoping it's with the ultimate because her ultimate's like you can only loot 2 things at a time. And in the vault, only she can loot stuff from the vault. In one thing, I think it's dumb. In the vault's poop now. That's another topic too. There's like nothing good in the vault anymore. The last like 5 times I've looted from the vault, it's just optics and standard stocks and just not good stuff.
Well, and I know that actually I think we're about to be entering September here soon. So if I'm not mistaken, if it's not done already, I know that Apex is going to be going cross-platform, like cross-play. So we'll be able to play with PC gamers, we'll be able to play with Xbox gamers, people that's on Switch, the whole 9. So
I can give you a date.
I'm scared for that.
Yeah. Bleeding
Aces.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I guess time will kind of tell. But I know that Bleeding Aces right now, aka it's the 9 balls, looking at the exact date. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, if you guys want the most Apex content from ALWT Gaming, you guys might want to go ahead and follow Ab's YouTube channel because she jumps on the Apex every day, all day, Millie Rock at any block, the whole 9. So definitely be sure to check out her YouTube channel.
Ab's 3315.
There you go. You got a date there, 9 ball?
Don't have one yet.
Don't have
Still
one.
looking. Crossplay release date. There it is. Game Twerk.
Game twerk. That's what it was called. Game
What-
twerk.
Game tweak.
Tweak. I was like, a game is twerking. Still looking it up.
Yeah, it doesn't say. It just says by the end of 2020.
Well, I know that previously they had said it was supposed to be September, so I guess we'll just keep our eyes peeled for that. And
Yeah.
we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. So definitely stay tuned for more stuff. Going into the next portion of our gaming news, Gravity. If I were to tell you that DC fandom had happened this past Saturday, would you believe me?
I may or may not. I would. I would believe you since it did happen. But
Yeah. Two things. One, I do hear the echo, the double echo right now. And then two, yes, it did happen. So there's 2 games that had launched with that one, and those games again were Arkham Knights, which is a brand new Batman game, and Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League. My guy, do you mind telling us your thoughts about either one of those?
now, the Suicide Squad. The movie left a bad taste in my mouth, as I'm sure it did a lot of people. So I was really hesitant with the game. I actually did enjoy what I saw. I thought it looked pretty good. We were talking about this before this hand, but I know that there were a few people who were kind of mad that Superman was the villain, because at least from their perspective, it seems kind of like a cop-out, where it's just like, the Man of Steel, the most invincible character in the world, that, now he's not a good guy, he's under the control of Brainiac, you gotta stop, the immortal man, if you will.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would have come up with something a little bit more creative, but, I'm sure that whatever they have planned, it's going to be really good. Now, what I did see from Arkham Knights looked really good.
Yes.
That was what really got me excited. And I don't know if you guys played this at all on the PlayStation 2. It was giving me vibes of Batman Rise of Sin Shu. Did you guys ever play that one?
No.
So that was a Batman game where you could actually play multiplayer. You could play Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl. So I think it was just being able to play as those other characters. It just kind of reminded me of that game a little bit. So I loved playing that game. So I'm really excited to see what all they have planned for it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead there, Namball.
As for me, I thought I'm not gonna lie. I thought the movie was okay. I didn't think it was like. I'm not gonna say it was like terribly bad, because I've seen some pretty bad movies in my life.
With that Patterson guy, is that what you're talking about?
The Suicide Squad movie, but the game looked okay. I mean, it's more of a quirky. It had more of a comedic tone to it.
Mm.
Like most people I've seen, it's comparing it to Sunset Overdrive. I've seen lately DC has been putting Superman more into the limelight of a villain. Lately, one of the DC Night medals, the Devastator, was actually, if you have read like DC Metal, actually Superman was the villain in DC Metal, and Infamous Superman was also the villain in there. I've seen that they've actually been doing that. I don't know why they've been doing that lately, like putting him as more or less villains in more of the things. I guess they've been, trying to switch things up lately.
Yeah.
I guess maybe add more character to him. I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well, in this one, I honestly didn't mind them making Superman the villain, because again, there's a good plot behind it, or a good potential plot. Like, it's kind of panned out pretty well to where you have Brainiac, which is a very iconic villain, and again, Brainiac, it's in the name, like, he's very smart. So with him being able to take over Superman and make that an actual villain, I think that's a kind of a nice little twist.
Superman might be controlled by Brainiac. If you notice, that was Brainiac's ship in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that the way that
Brainiac's
they kind of,
my favorite DC villains.
Yeah, the way that they kind of portrayed it is that Brainiac is this mastermind that has somehow took over the heroes' bodies and minds and stuff. And
He's done it
so
before.
yeah, yeah. And so it's just like now you're playing as a Suicide Squad. So now it's just like that's nothing necessarily new. But I think these voice actors that are playing as King Shark, that's playing as Deadshot, that's playing as Captain Boomerang and Harley Quinn, they nailed the crap out of those roles. Like they are pretty good and actually really funny. Like normally I can get pretty annoyed by stuff like that, and I guess you could say also like I can't remember what the actor's name is, but they when they did the presentation on Saturday, I feel like the after game, like the out of game content that they showed, to where these voice actors are interacting with that actor. I feel like that went on a little bit too long. But ultimately, though, I think that they hit some really good points, and they were really in their roles and really, really catered to those characters. So I'm very excited for Suicide Squad. But I'm right there with Gravity. I am so much more excited for Arkham Knights. That game looks gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm calling it right now. I call Red Hood. In case anybody wants to partner up with me on that game, I call Red Hood. So, yeah.
I'm not playing as Robin.
You're not playing as Robin? You gotta give Robin some credit. Give him some love. So real quick, I'm just gonna read real fast through the article for the Arkham Knight. So WB Games Montreal has finally revealed its long rumored Batman project at DC fandom after months of teasers and rumors. As the rumors suggested, the game is called Gotham Knights and features multiple playable characters from within the Bat family. It's coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X in 2021, so next year. Unlike the Arkham games, you won't be playing as Bruce Wayne. And in fact, actually, side note, and it says in fact afterwards. But anyway, side note, the next game that's supposed to be following that series for the Arkham Knight series is actually Suicide Squad. So we'll get to that in a minute. But in fact, the billionaire caped Crusader is dead. The reveal trailer showed that Gotham City is grappling with the death of Bruce Wayne. Before he went, though, he recorded a message calling in the 4 protagonists into action: Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood. The trailer showed each of them in action, including heroes fighting together. A separate press release confirmed that they can be played solo or with 2-player co-op. The cinematic ended with the confirmation that the story will be included Court of Owls, which is an airy... Yeah, that's a good one. Court of Owls, which is an airy recitation of the poem from the comic book arc. The developer chat and extended gameplay demo that followed seemed to suggest, to some degree, a live aspect to the game, with the ability to customize your hero and enemies shown with HP, EXP, and level indicators. The studio said it chose each hero for their unique starting point and a long runway for the growth. A press release said players can reinvent themselves into their own version of the Dark Knight. The demo also showed boss battles against Mr. Freeze. So, yeah. Really insight there. A lot of insight there. The downside to this whole bit of news is that it's only 2-player, even though there's 4 of them. But
I was really hoping for 4-player co-op on there.
Yep.
If you're gonna put 4 Bat characters on there, make it 4-player co-op.
Yeah, I do agree. But ultimately, though, I also think that them having it only be 2-player is mixing it up, and there's a lot of replayability there, because now me and Gravity can play together, and then next thing you know, like if we wanted to switch it up, then Gravity and Abs can play together, and then Abs and me can play together. You know what I mean? And we could each be different characters each time, possibly with different outcomes. I don't know if there's going to be anything like Dragon Age effect to where your choice here affects this choice here. We'll have to take a look and see.
It's Rocksteady, right? Behind it.
Yeah, I trust Rocksteady wholeheartedly, man.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. They usually stick to mainly one storyline unless they just started branching.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna really have like huge branching paths. It'd probably be like more of the other Arkham games where it's like hugely open world.
Right.
Where you'd be able to fly around, maybe do like certain missions. Like I can't remember which one. I think it was Arkham City that had like the Riddler ones where you had to find those question marks.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Have stuff maybe like that throughout it, and the phone call mission where you have to keep answering the phones.
Yeah. And lastly, the last part of the DC fandom segment for, again, going back to Suicide Squad. After a long wait, Rocksteady has finally revealed the next game with an in-depth look at DC fandom titled Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The studio has also announced a Suicide Squad game with the promise of more details to come and a teaser image of Target over Superman's head. The teaser's trailer expanded on the concept, announced the release of date 2022 on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. So this is the first time I'm seeing the game to where they're kind of not including Xbox One and PS4, which is expected, especially for 2022. A follow-up with the host of Will Arnett suggests that 4 main characters will be Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang, tasked with defeating the Justice League. It's 1 to 4 player co-op with all 4 characters represented, though you can play single player and have your companions played by AI and switch between them. So
no, 4 players.
That
Never
one is
play with AI.
yeah.
Never play with AI.
Now that one does give us the option. That does give us the option if you
play with. I just was playing. What was that? Oh God, Space Hulk, Death Watch, 40K. No, my Battle Brothers were retarded. you gotta have people.
So I also think that this is a slick move that DC or Rocksteady is releasing the Arkham Knights next year, and then following the year right after that is Suicide Squad. So I think they did that very wisely, not trying to drop them all in the same year for sure. Anybody else have any thoughts about either one of those games or any news or anything like that?
Like overall, DC's been kind of on more of the uptick compared to how they started. With like, you remember the first few movies where they kind of just threw them together.
Yeah.
And, it kind of.
We know.
Yeah, they went down the slide. Now they kind of, trying to go back up. Crawling back out that hole right now. So they're doing good so far. I'm hoping they're good. They look pretty good. They look promising. To where I do want to play them. So.
And they do have that new Wonder Woman trailer that they showed recently too. That looked pretty good too.
Wonder Woman that had Black Adam, I believe, was in there.
Yeah.
And the Batman trailer.
Yeah, that one, which I still don't know how I feel about. Is it Robert Pattinson? Is that his name? That's playing as the new Batman.
Yeah, I think it was from Twilight.
Yeah,
or something
he's formerly from Twilight. Yeah. Yeah, you're muted, Abs, so I couldn't hear you. I know you guys are muting each other whenever. I can't hear you at all, Abs.
About it.
There we
They're
go.
like, oh my God, it's Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm kind of conflicted. I was super against it when I heard that news.
I saw an article on that. I was like, yes, I know what you.
Yeah. Can you say that again? Because Shells, you muted back, so I couldn't hear anything else additionally after you had remuted. But yeah. All right, so so that would go with that. Real quick, Gravity. Do you mind reading the article number 2 with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2?
Not at all. Give me one moment here because I am super organized.
And while that's loading up, in case you guys have not noticed already, I am rocking a Raise Energy t-shirt. You know what that means. Yep. 9-ball, don't cover your face, take it in. And ALWT Gaming right here. ALWT Gaming t-shirt and hoodie. You guys can actually get that from our Patreon pages. They're still not out for sale yet, but if you are a Patreon member, you can actually get one for free. Just go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/ALWT Gaming. But anyway, about our Raise Energy. If you go to repsports.com, you guys can actually type in ALWT Gaming and get 15% off. And that will be off of your water supplements, your workout powders, your Raise Energy, the whole 9, 15% off. It's completely worth it. Guava mango is what I highly recommend. So Raise Energy. Check it out. All right, back to you, Gravity.
All right, so Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So here we have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 will release on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on September 4th, bringing back the levels, soundtrack, and skaters from the original PlayStation classics. Now, there's a new trailer to celebrate the game's impending launch, showing off a few few levels we haven't seen, or yeah, let's see, we haven't seen overhauled yet, and getting us excited to bust out the boards again. The launch trailer shows off the street levels from the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater and the building from the second game, rendered in the new modern style, among others. So far, the warehouse is the only level we've seen in its entirety, thanks to the excellent demo that they just released. But for right now, we can just get a glimpse of the mall, Downtown Jam, Roswell, and more. So the trailer also shows off some of the game's creative park suite. Ooh,
yes,
I'm actually really interested.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm the let me build something and then I'll build it and then I'll just leave it alone. Let's just let other people help enjoy it.
Yeah.
The creative park suite, which will let you make your own levels and share them online. I'm really interested in that. So that is probably going to be the most, as weird as it is to say, probably the most exciting part for me.
Yeah, starting from the ground up, starting from the bottom. Now you're here.
I
100% get that.
Put some Mario Maker magic behind all of that nonsense.
Yeah.
just make the most ridiculous level possible. Just having to just grind on just rails, just hop grind. Jump through a ring of fire, something fun.
Hopefully they can make like floating ramps or something.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past it. I mean, Thug, Tony Hawk Underground, that took whole different. That was like the Borderlands. Oh, not the Borderlands. That was like the Saints Row of skating games. Like it started getting really goofy after Tony Hawk Underground 2 and 3 and whatever. So, yeah, I wouldn't put it past them if they decided to go ahead and do that. So, but I mean, so for, real quick, as we progress through the Tony Hawk Pro Skater news, how many people in this group right now is genuinely excited for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, this remake? Yep.
I wish I was a little bit more excited. Like, I think I played like one of the older ones when I was younger, but I was more of an SSX guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like that a lot too as well. My jam, aside from Tony Hawk, because I love Tony Hawk, I love Cool Borders, but one of my main jams was Snowboard Kids on N64. That was my jam because Snowboard Kids was practically Mario Kart but snowboarding, and it was so.
Can
fun.
I put my input too?
Yeah, of course.
I fucking love Skate America, like the Disney Skate America on the PS2.
Okay. I've never heard of it.
I don't know if you guys have played it. Like, it has Toy Story. It had Toy Story. It had, what other worlds do they have? I just remember Toy Story the most. Go to Andy's room and do all these combos. And they had, like, this, like, town just for, like, I forget what it's called. I don't know, but there was a McDonald's there. You can just like keep grinding on the curb to get these combos, like these never-ending combos. And you can play like King of the Hill or you can play Horse. So like I do a combo and then the next person after me has to do a better combo, like to get a better score. If they don't, like you get an H. Like Horse, Pig, Donkey, and all that shit.
Yeah.
I just remember I would like kick my sister's butt at that game. She did not like it. It was Skate America. That's what it was called.
Yeah, they actually had that. They had Horse and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. They also have Tag.
Yeah.
They also have Tag. So you can
see, then maybe I would play it because I remember playing Skate America and just remembering all the soundtracks to it. I'm like jamming.
Yeah,
that's what one of the best parts of Tony Hawk was.
Yep, the soundtracks. Yeah, they had some really what they're bringing on. Yeah, what they're bringing on is really good too. So it's just like. Yeah,
Goldfinger Superman. I mean, that's so iconic in the playlist.
Yep. And I think they also bring in some Lil Wayne songs too, as well, like some older Lil Wayne songs that we used to jam to in like high school and stuff. So I'm very excited to see how this is going to turn out, how it's going to pan out. So, but yeah, so that's right around the corner. I believe that's September 4th is when that's supposed to be coming out. So
yeah, it's got September 4th on it.
Yeah, that's literally next Friday. So that may be a day one for me. I haven't pre-ordered it, and honestly, if you pre-ordered the deluxe version for this one, you would actually get a Tony Hawk Pro Skater skateboard board with it, which is probably one of the best gifts you can actually get in a pre-order type stuff. You know what I mean? So I think it's like $100. So and it's like a deck signed by Tony Hawk or something like that. It was really cool. So definitely be on the lookout for that, because you guys will probably be seeing some ALWT Gaming cast playing some Tony Hawk Pro Skater sooner than expected. The next part that we have up, I'm going to leave that one over to our pro here for Crisis, which is it's the 9-ball, number 3. That is all on you, good sir.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go without glasses right now.
Okay.
Okay. After being delayed following negative reviews on its first gameplay showing, Crisis Remastered is now launching on PS4, Xbox One, and Epic Games Store on September 18th. It will retail for $30. Criticism was leveled at the project when it was shown off earlier this year, prompting Saber Entertainment to revisit most versions. The Nintendo Switch port is still launched on time. Well, yeah, of course. To further enhance the 2007 shooter, the result is a host of additional graphical features, including reworked lighting, 8K texture asset, and improvement to the Crysis engine-based ray tracing that allows the feature to work on the Xbox One and PS4. Now, this is interesting because, to be honest, it was always like when Crysis. I remember when Crysis first launched. It launched as a top end. Top end PCs could play Crysis. I mean, I was telling Malachi off stream. Basically, it was basically a meme. I mean, people go, "Oh, your computer's powerful, but it can't play Crysis."
That's right.
The 8K, I've looked up some of the stuff. It looks beautiful, up to 8K graphics, and I don't know if it's going to be able to sustain 60 at 8K though, but it should be able to, because the Cry engine itself, the engine behind it, is, from what I've heard from people that develop games on it, it's extremely powerful. It is an extremely powerful engine, but just not very well heard of. Hopefully they represent it well. They can fix some of the problems and stuff. So I want to see how it looks more of the gameplay when it shows more here coming up shortly.
Yeah, and one of my main questions, I talked to you about this too as well off stream there, 9-ball, but one of my main questions is like, why on PS4 and Xbox One right now?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That is an oddity.
Yeah, like right around the corner is Xbox Series X and PS5. And you even have Google Stadia if you want to go that route and stuff. So just like, why now at the end of these game console life cycles? Why now on these particular consoles? So I'm kind of curious about this.
Shield. It's got to launch on the Shield too.
I guess. But I mean, because like next year is when Unreal Engine 5 is actually going to be hitting developer kits and all that good stuff.
That won't matter. It doesn't use the thing at all.
It doesn't. But I'm just saying, like, that's kind of like you said it before. It was a meme. Can your PC run Crysis freaking whatever too? And it was just like, if that was what they're going for a beautiful shooter type game, because that's the first time I started seeing shooters like slide like you do in Apex. Actually, it was even more crisp in Crysis. That's when I started seeing like the bow and arrow and all that good stuff. Like, it was in a shooter type game. It looked beautiful. It failed miserably, but it looked beautiful. So if that's something that they're trying to hold on to, why not just bring that to Unreal Engine 5?
Because it's way powerful. Unreal Engine 5 is not as strong as you think. The thing about Unreal Engine is there's actually two engines that were actually out with it that you don't hear much about. There's the Unreal Engine 5, Unreal Engine 4 right now. There's the ID Tech engine. This is what ran Rage 2, and I believe Borderlands now, because Bethesda, it's underneath id Software has that one, the Tech engine. I thought
they had the Cry engine.
No, they run Tech engine.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the Elder Scrolls 6 runs off that and not the Game Bro engine that has been running off, because that's a buggy mess. It's a train wreck. I mean, look at Fallout 76. It ran off that.
He's like, if you want
I just been
reference.
focused on how you said the word powerfuler, and I was like, yeah, powerfuler.
There you go. Yes.
It's so much more powerfuler.
Yeah.
I was like,
Takes it to the next level. Takes it to the next level.
And then we have the Cry engine, which is running usually, I want to say, Crisis is most known for because it's named off of Crisis.
Right.
There are several games, but I can't remember how they screwed it up. It was something to do with how EA does the management of the Cry engine. And basically, they lost, didn't get a lot of people on there. Because I remember they was selling it somehow, but I can't remember. But the answer your question earlier about the consoles, it does and doesn't. The real question for me is not that they're launching, but are they going to launch for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X? And can you just upgrade it where they have like an automatic upgrade to it?
And that was kind of my thing too. Is like, I guess the only kind of to your point, if they do it for the PS4 and the Xbox One, if it is as popular, then is that like the beta for them to see if people pick it up for the Xbox One and the PS4, and if it's popular, then you can just automatically upgrade it to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X for free? Like, what is that going to mean for this game? Because right now,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, because right now they're going to be taking it's not really a hit, but they're going to be taking a hit of instead of selling it for $60-$70, which is rumored to be the next gen console gaming prices. Now you're selling it for $30. Again, it's a remaster, so it makes sense for them to sell it for cheaper because it's a remaster, not a remake. But it just kind of makes you wonder. Not only are you doing it on the end legs of these consoles that's currently going on right now, but you're doing it to when it's getting really kind of close to the Xbox Series X and the PS5, because it's supposed to happen in mid-September. Then you have October, and then that's it. Then it's the new consoles. So you only have a month and a half of this game currently on current gen consoles. Why not just upgrade it to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X?
I believe they will, because basically, if you look at the thing, it's saying 8K graphics. These consoles cannot handle 8K graphics.
Right.
It can probably stand, if it's hitting 8K, it probably will stand probably about 60. It should at least run 60, 4K 60, no problem. Because I've seen monitors and computers run about, I ain't gonna go. I mean, if you run a complete ridiculous setup, you can run 16K, but that's a talk for another day. But I've seen some run 8K 60. Those won't run it at the current settings, so he'll probably have to downscale it to probably, I would say, at most 1080. It may be good if you're not planning on getting a new system anytime soon, and I believe the $30 is a nice price point for it.
Yeah.
Crysis, outside of his graphics, wasn't really like, it's not, let's say it's not like it's the Call of Duties or Apex or anything like that. It wasn't really that big outside. Most people, besides the graphics, most people described it more as like a typical shooter. I mean, yeah, your character have powers, the way like could harden skin, go invisible, stuff like that, but it was more or less your typical shooter. You fought alien. Well, yeah, it was aliens.
Yeah, team deathmatch type style.
Yeah, it really wasn't like anything good. I mean, so it's gonna probably be like where Senua's Hellblade, because Hellblade also launched at that area about 30. So usually around those, you classify them as a AA game launched at a AAA. And I think that's going to be pretty good. It's a nice selling point for it to get the people back into it.
I agree. I do agree. So we're going to, we do have some other things to talk about, but the biggest next thing that we do want to remind you guys, for anyone that is currently following Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest for 2020, which is pretty much the E3 for everything. Gamescom 2020 opening night live is this Thursday, August 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time. If you guys are working from home, you guys should just have that on your other TV while you guys are just doing your job and working, all that good stuff. If you're not working from home, you're going to have to probably catch it later like I will have to. just because that's going to be smack dead in the middle of my workday. You know what I mean? So, thanks, Jeff Keighley, for making it 2 freaking p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, I'm just kidding.
Who does that? Like 6, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, that's probably what these guys are thinking. Like when people are doing marketing and everything, they're probably thinking that most of the population are probably working from home if they're not furloughed. So that very well could be their insight. And like for people, instead of being depressed in the middle of the day, why not get happy about some video game news and stuff like that? So who knows?
2 p.m.
Yeah. So, and we're creeping down on our predictions. We're creeping down on our predictions for the PlayStation next event. They have till this Thursday to show us more stuff for this month. I'm not feeling too good about it. I don't think they're going to actually show it this Thursday. What do anyone have any thoughts about that?
The price, like I said, somebody's got to blink eventually. I think PlayStation's going to go before Xbox did.
I think so too.
Xbox is hellbound and determined. Phil Spencer himself, I think Xbox came out and themselves pretty much said, we're going to undercut them. Whatever they sell, we're going to undercut them.
Yeah, Phil Spencer straight up said that on actually Gary Whitta's, it was Animal Talking.
Yeah.
It was his podcast, Animal Talking, not Animal Crossing. But, or was it really on Animal?
Yeah, he kept on Animal Crossing.
I mean, people are doing everything on Animal Crossing. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like Gary Whitta legit has a talk show called Animal Talking, but now he actually has one for Fall Guys Ultimate. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something else now for Fall Guys that he's bringing here soon if he hasn't done so already. So, but Phil Spencer straight up said on there that they will beat Sony's prices. And that's just because they're putting all their eggs in the one basket, which is Game Pass. That's all they really need. They really did. They did a great job with that presentation. They really did. Even right now, like 3 out of 4 of us right now are currently having Game Pass right now on PC. You know what I mean? And we have fun playing it together. I don't see me playing Game Pass games by myself that often, at least for the current library. But yeah, I mean, like for what it is right now, like we're able to play Sea of Thieves, which you guys are actually going to see here soon. A small little clip of that. You guys are going to see us playing some Sea of Thieves and having a good time and just cracking up because some of us will lose our balance and fall all the way down the chamber and all the way down to the basement, the whole 9. So yeah, some of us. There. Yeah,
I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I want to fall down to the abyss of nothing.
Yeah, well, for $1. For $1, you can go ahead and get Game Pass. Yep. And then after that, it's just like $5 a month if you want to keep it. So good stuff. Good stuff. And real quick,
play with me on Apex.
There you go.
That too.
And real quick, before we go on over to our sin segment, this was very interesting. So Ohio had actually tagged me on a post on Facebook, and it was showing off a brand new Sun Wukong game.
Oh, I did see that.
It looks so good. And if we have time at the end of this video or at the end of this podcast, I'll show you guys a clip. Unfortunately, for Anchor listeners and Spotify listeners, you guys would actually have to go to the actual Twitch or YouTube in order to see what we're going to be sharing. But for anyone that's currently watching live right now, hopefully we can get that to you guys at the end of the video, because I definitely very much want to show you guys what that looks like. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So all right, and real quick, we're going to show you guys our sin segment from last week. So just give it one moment. Where do we gotta go?
Start to clear some of these. Ooh, plunder outpost is where we need to be. Yep, so just northeast. Okay.
Up. Found it.
I heard it. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Oh, it snapped off. All right.
Oh, I got him.
Oh, come on, reel him in.
Wait. No, don't drink it. We're supposed to. Oh my goodness. All right, well, to us,
cheers.
gentlemen, to us.
Cheers.
All right.
How'd you put your foot on there?
I fell out of stairs.
Oh my gosh.
Like, thank you.
That was.
We all do that though. Had to pee.
Sea of Thieves.
So many games going on right now. So yeah, there you have it. That was our run through of Sea of Thieves, and let me tell you, it is a hilarious game when you're playing with friends. It can get really, really goofy, get really, really quirky. We played that. If you guys want to check out our live stream, we played for about 5 hours this past, what was that, Friday, Thursday, something like that. No, I was like, maybe even before that. I don't know. But anyway, it was on one of those days where we did the live stream, and it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. So definitely make sure you guys are checking that out. So that's going to wrap up our news portion for today. It's going to get into the fun stuff now. Abs, what have you been playing?
I have been playing Apex, the same as usual. And I've been playing a little bit of Warzone when friends want to play Warzone. But other than that, I've been Apexing it up.
Heard that.
I'm pretty boring. Shooters.
Is there any?
I'm a shooters person.
Is there any other like RPG element, or is there any games that you're excited for that's coming out?
I'm so excited for the next Horizon game.
Yes.
Horizon Forbidden West. Is that what it is?
Yep.
I'm so excited for that. It's so new to me too. Like, I only played it within the past couple months. Like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I am all about it. If there's another Borderlands coming out, I'm excited for that. Even though GTA 6 pulled this like weird sketchy move, I'm excited for that too.
Well, yeah.
By sketchy, I mean like only PS5.
Well, that is the rumor. There's nothing officially done
Oh,
with
it's
that.
so going down that way. I know it is.
That's the rumor. And if that rumor is true, that's actually not going to be on Rockstar's. Well, it's partially.
I'm like, it's okay. I give into it.
Yeah.
Give me the PS5. I want to play it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if
I'm
that's
that
the case,
person. I don't care if I'm being taken advantage of. I don't care.
if that's the case, then Rockstar won't be the only ones to blame. That one will be on PlayStation 5 as well, or PlayStation, if that is in fact accurate. The rumor that's going on right now is that the
Next time.
Yeah, the rumor right now that's going on right now is the next GTA 6 or GTA game, which is GTA 6, might be a console exclusive for PlayStation. So that's the current.
I'm gonna put you on the spot too. Next time we should talk about how Epic is suing Apple and how awesome it is.
But
Next time.
I mean, yeah, we talked about that last week actually, because that's what Epic's doing. Epic's
We're gonna talk about more.
Yeah, for what's it called? Fortnite. Now, I mean, yeah,
it's great.
Fortnite's suing Apple, but on the flip coin, why are Fortnite having these little kids fight their battles for them? That's a whole nother subject. We'll talk about that later.
Oh no!
Yeah, we will talk about that.
It's a lot of game developers that are chipping in now. Like, I want to cut. I want to cut. I want to cut.
Yeah, which that's
like,
the way they promoted it though. The way they promoted it, the whole hashtag free Fortnite and everything like that. You're directing that towards kids. Why are you having these kids fight these corporate battles for you? But again, we'll talk
kids
about.
Kids just know what to do. You're like, Fortnite.
People are take sides anyway.
Yeah. Mildewy carry.
I don't even think kids know they're being weaponized though. Like, they don't even know. They're just like, dude, I do what I want when I want. And I think that like Epic is catering to what kids want rather than like, trying to control. You can't control kids and what they want to play.
Right.
You just can't.
But at the same
time,
so
they're wanting to play Fortnite, and the Fortnite community is going to be like, to the kids, like, bow down.
Yeah.
whatever you want.
It's just I think that's I mean, and again we can talk about this later on another one, but I think one of the biggest things that they're you're good. This is what we do. I was about to say, I think one of the biggest things that kind of came up for it is that you have some of these kids that want to play off of their tablet, and now they can't because Apple have took off the I think it was Unreal Engine. That they took off Unreal Engine as well off of their devices or something like that.
Why?
Well, because the whole.
Hey, Mom, Dad, I want a new phone. I don't want an iPhone anymore.
Take the Unreal. Oh, what are you gonna do? Like,
I want the Galaxy Samsung.
You gotta ask them what engine they use to make the game.
Is that what they're?
You gotta ask them how they made the game. Call of Duty was made with the Unreal Engine.
Yeah, I mean that is.
Yeah,
that kind of is like how it's kind of going. Like, I mean.
Okay, then I would probably side with Fortnite because it's like what kids do. You can't ban somebody because they use the engine.
Mm-hmm. It's a double-edged sword type scenario that's going on right now. I see both sides.
I think it's so crazy, but I think like really Epic has an army. Like Apple's just they're big, but they're like standalone big.
Mm-hmm.
You got Epic.
They're
from everywhere. Just like, yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're going to get more developers and more like people angry. Like for any game, like, hey, how come like, you know, Amazon gets only 15%? You only take 15% from Amazon, but you don't negotiate anything else with anybody. Mm-hmm. It's your policy.
Yep.
That's another topic too, but Amazon got an exception. Because Amazon's like, I don't need you, Apple.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to cater to me. They did. And so now that you find that out, you're like, oh my God, Epic. Go Epic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care if you're weaponizing kids. Go Epic. Get them.
Before one on these. They was the one that really, so when I was reading about that a long time ago, they was the ones that started up, basically was the huge indicator in the crossplay. Basically, about forcing Sony and them into it by their fans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're using pretty much the same tactics, but in the fight, like when you listen to how he talked, he knew what Google Play and Apple was going to do when they put that on there. He knew that they was going to pull him off because what he's trying to prove is that they are basically monopolizing on the business. If you can prove that, you've got to have competitors. It's to be an anti-monopoly. You got to have like the anti-monopoly law. I can't remember what it's called right now, but you can't control everything, and that's what he's trying to do. Is basically bring that to the forefront. In a straight up lawsuit, like it's going to come down to money, and even Fortnite can't.
No, I think they're taking them down. I think they're taking them down.
I think Apple's about $1 trillion company.
I know, but think about this. They've been going with the same thing for so many years, just like anti-competitor. Like, just like, I want to be able to control everything. And now Fortnite's like, no, dude, we are calling you out. They even came out with a parody of one of their previous commercials, making fun of them, saying like, hey, you're the exact opposite of what you stood for in the 1980s, right? Oh, Gravity, come on, put your input on this.
They just recently fought on the PC. They fought us. They fought Steam. What was happening was Steam was doing a 730 split with the competitor. So what you would have is, I want to say Steam, I think took about, what was it at the time? 30% of the share of the sale price, and they took the rest. When Epic Games Store first launched, they launched, I believe, about 15 to 11%. And if you had Epic's engine, I don't believe they was taking nothing at all.
But they're so big now. I really think that they're going to, I think Apple's going to have to cave in.
They fought big companies before, made them cave.
Yeah,
so
and that's why they're fighting the fight right now. They believe that they can actually win this. So that's the reason why they're kind of fighting them and doing the.
I don't think they would have come out with that shit. They didn't think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So real quick for going back to the sin segment that we just shown. Mildew Carrot. That's the most I've seen Malachi 36 drink. I did not drink that. That was all 9 Ball. He's the one that tumbled all
That was
the way
all
down the
me.
steps. There it is. Raise energy. Abs 33. Chugging it down right now.
With some raised energy right there.
Yep. Real quick. Back over to you, Gravity. What are you currently playing? What games are you excited for right now that's coming up? But also, what are you currently playing? And what has your gaming heart right now?
Right now, I'm still just trying to finish Spider-Man. Like, I'm close. I'm at like the 70% mark. Like I've been saying, I still have like a huge roster of games that I still have to finish. So I'm definitely going to be finishing up Spider-Man, and probably after that, I'm going to move to I might move to Shadow of the Colossus, or I might move to one of the newer games, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I did just get that. I was really hesitant to even play that for a while, just because it was only Midgar. I was like, are you telling me that like we've waited since what, 2013 for just like part of disc 1? But it sounds like there's a lot more to it, so I'm really interested to try to check that out and see what else they have going on in there. Another one I'm really excited to get back to that I've just had on my console that I haven't touched is the remaster of the first Gravity Rush game. Which, unless you guys have actually played that, I played it for the Vita when I first got my Vita. It is absolutely a heck of a fun time. You're just a girl with a cat that helps you defy the laws of gravity, and it just helps you move. Like, the combat system's really great. The gyroscopic combat system was really fun. The story was pretty cool. It had like a comic book style story element to it. So I still haven't played the second one, but I'm really excited to try to get back to the remaster of the first one.
Yeah. I still haven't actually played the Gravity Rush series myself, but I very much would like to get into that myself.
Oh, it's fun.
Mildew Carrot comments in, says, play it. I have them both, and they're so good. Discs are good as well. DLCs are good as well. Then he says, preach it, Gravity. So you are good inside Mildew Carrot's Twitch right there. Twitch right there in his graces.
Good.
9 Ball. 9 Ball. What games are you currently playing, and what are you excited for?
Currently I'm playing still. We still playing a lot of Smite because I got to get the game, my battle pass up to 60. Outside of that, I actually finally got Gears 5 functioning. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it was freaking out. And besides that, I've been playing, I don't know why, but I've been playing a lot of Beat Hazard too.
Yeah.
I want to, by the time I get through with this, hopefully they got my internet fixed up and stuff. Because I wanted to go through certain past games to get ready for future games. So I was going to redo, I want to say, Hellblade and the Resident Evil series to get ready for Hellblade 2 and Resident Evil 8. So I got every Resident Evil game. I got every Hellblade game. Well, it's only one Hellblade. And I got to eventually beat Space Hulks. Oh, God, the Death Watch. Because I want to get ready for the new 40K game, Dark Tide. So I've beaten Space Marine. But I want to do these, and eventually, once they get it fixed, put it on stream or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
And And as far as I go, as you guys probably still know, I'm still working on Ghost of Tsushima. Periodically, I'm still working on Last of Us Part 2. But of course, I'm jamming on some Sea of Thieves with some of my comrades in arms. And then, of course, I'm also going to be putting in some serious work into Phantasy Star Online 2, because that is a fantastic game, as well as playing Smite and Apex and Warzone as well. So got a lot on the plate, but again, it feels great. It feels great to be gaming with the community and with all my peeps. What up there, Abs?
I'm so jealous. Gravity, you need to get me a laptop so I can play with you guys.
Oh, snap. Good old-fashioned Game Pass.
Please.
He's just a silent
Oh, you're not
treatment.
even saying anything? Man.
But yeah, so some Sea of Thieves definitely.
Want me to play with y'all?
Yeah. Well, we would love to have you on board. On board. Chips ahoy. Chips ahoy. Their abs.
Stop it.
but we would definitely been gem on sub.
Not with this dual mic setup going on. I don't want all that feedback going back and forth.
Is it bad?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was about to say, like, whenever you're not muted and whenever you both are not muted at the same time, it echoes real bad back and forth.
Yeah, you get a feedback loop.
We gotta work on that.
Yeah. Still working out some.
that.
Yeah, still working out some kinks there, viewers. But we're getting it slowly but surely, for sure. Slowly but surely.
Yes. Got the good stuff. Just it echoes a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I found some news for next time.
What's that? Oh! Next time. So hold it for episode 13. Episode 13. That's what we're going to talk about.
Next time.
Yes. So, and real quick, just going to give a shout out again for. I did it already earlier, but again, Raise Energy. So if you guys are checking out reppsports.com, and that's REPP, because I had a few people inquire about that. It's not just rep, like repetition, it's REPP.com. If you guys are ordering any shirts from there, you guys can order supplements, workout powders, Raise Energy, literally almost anything. If you type in ALWT Gaming at checkout, you will get 15% off. So definitely make sure you guys are checking that out. And again, my top flavors: guava mango, sour gummy worms. That's pretty delicious. Galaxy Starburst. That's pretty. Or Galaxy Burst. I don't even think it's called Starburst. Maybe it is Starburst, but it's really delicious. It's really delicious. So my least favorite would be Voodoo, but even that, it's still pretty good. But just not up there with the rest, because the rest are just pretty impeccable. And then also make sure you guys are checking us out on Anchor, as well as various different social media platforms, such as Twitch, as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon.com, the whole nine. If you type in ALWT Gaming, you guys will be able to find us. And our email is atleastwetried.gaming@gmail.com. That's atleastwetried.gaming@gmail.com. And I'm going to ask my ALWT cast real quick if you guys can go to our Twitch, because we're going to watch this little trailer of Sun Wukong together. We're just going to watch a small little clip of it, not the whole thing because it's kind of long, but we're going to watch just a small little clip of it, and we're going to do a little voiceover with that. Oh no! Gravity went away! Is there Gravity?
Gravity.
No. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and bring on the video while we get that. There he is. There we go. And we're going to go and bring it on. Here we go. All right. Is there no... Oh, I had to turn on the audio. That would kind of help, wouldn't it?
当唐僧取到了真经，封了斗战胜佛，
Can they hear us right now?
从此
Yes, they can.
留在
Hey
了
guys,
灵
it's
山。
JK, I'm not talking anymore.
也有人说，那个成佛的根本不是他，真正的他早就死在了西行路上。还有人说，西游从来都没有发生过，他只不过是说书人杜撰的一只猴子。
You guys see how good these graphics look?
No.
You know?
I can't
但
see.
我要讲的
No.
故事，
Well, on the
你
Twitch.
一定
Yeah.
没有听过。这个故
See
事
it perfectly.
得从一只金蝉说起。
Cicada? Starts with a cicada?
Everything starts with a bug.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, dude. Go explore that place.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Look. You are that cicada.
I'm the cicada.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the game where you turn into a
Simulator.
shit
Well, it's Sun Wukong, so that whole legend. It's
I would love to be
really...
a cicada.
Yeah. And if you guys can see this, like, this is Unreal Engine 4. This isn't even 5 yet.
好像传来些响动，
Dude, look at it shaking its butt. It's
This
like,
is
"Fuck
gameplay
y'all,
too, by
I'm
the way.
shaking it,
Yeah, this is gameplay.
shaking it. He's like, bitches, look at me go. I'm shaking my butt. Going through the
Hey, boss
woods.
battle.
Oh no! Oh, fuck that. Run! Oh, wait. Like the fog.
Oh, look at that.
Ada said. Ooh. Ooh. He just turned into a human all of a sudden. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's Sun
Helicopter
Wukong.
move.
And apparently there's over 85 different combos and fighting styles.
What's that him? My gosh, all these helicopter moves, man. He's just deflecting. Oh! I like it. What's this? Is that an animal?
It's like a
Let's stand
boss fight.
behind
Little boss fight here.
Oh, you want to helicopter him to Peru. Go do it. Go helicopter him.
Love it. Love it.
Not gonna lie, I think I'd play this game.
That's kind of like that mortal shell the way you can the skin.
Very fiery. So flamboyant. Ooh. Come on.
That ninja guy flashback.
I love that ability. I love that. There you go. New weapon. All right, and that's actually going to do it for that. There's about another 10 minutes of that trailer in case you guys want to check that out. The game is called Black Myth Wukong. It's the official gameplay reveal trailer.
Liked it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks really cool. I like it a lot. So yeah, so that's pretty much going to be our episode for All Things Gaming today. Do you guys have any last things you guys want to say throughout there?
Right
Game
now.
with me. Abs 15. Thank you.
And that is her PSN, in case you guys were wondering. It's on PlayStation.
Abs ABB for boy. S as in Sam. 3315.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for us here. Gravity, you have anything?
I'm good.
All right, it's good. It's good. What about you there, Nine Ball? You have anything?
Like I said, I got some news, but I'll probably touch on it on a different day.
I heard that. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for episode 12 of All Things Gaming. Until next time, Control Alt.
Complete.
See ya.